Bienvenidos worldwide fans of cinema. Jaime En Fuego here from Enfuegotainment, and this time I have twice the homies from the horror show with me.
Cecil, Laird,
Andrew Mercer.
Gracias for joining me, guys, and we are so stoked to be watching the Justice League teaser that just hit at SDCC 2016. They already knocked Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman knocked it out of the park. That is a trailer reaction that you can also see here on my channel, and it was fantastic, but they are going to assemble the entirety of this team, and I cannot wait. I was one of the people who actually liked BVS, and I think you were in a similar camp, right?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than a lot of other people. We have yet to watch the full Ultimate Edition, which I believe that is the plan to do later this evening as well.
Yeah.
Are we going to get an extra special review on the channel from it?
We are. Probably going to see some Luis Hernandez and, maybe some other familiar faces. But Andrew, what did you think of BVS, man?
I really liked it. As a guy that didn't really know the overall storyline as much as maybe some of the comic book guys, it kind of, as soon as I got out, it was, I want more. And,
there's 30 more minutes.
Yeah, there's 30 more minutes, and from the little bits and pieces, the Easter eggs and stuff, they're making this, it's going to be huge. So.
All right, well, let's gaze our eyes upon this trailer, and we're going to be doing a little discussion afterwards. So, 1, 2, 3, hit it!
Boom.
There is a stranger who comes to this village from the sea. He comes in the winter when people are hungry and brings fish. He comes on the king tide. That was last night. Talk. I believe that an enemy is coming from far away. I'm looking for warriors. This stranger. Others like him. I'm building an alliance to defend us. It's very important that I see this man. Barry Allen. Bruce Wayne.
You said that like it explains why there's a total stranger sitting in the dark in my second favorite chair.
He said he'll fight with us?
More or less.
More or more less?
Probably more or less.
He said no.
He said no.
Look, man, I don't know who you are, but whoever you're looking for,
So you're fast.
that feels like an oversimplification.
I'm putting together a team. People with special abilities. You see, I believe enemies are coming.
Stop right there. I'm in.
You are? Just like that?
Yeah, I need friends.
Great.
Can I keep this?
I heard about you. Didn't think you were real. I'm real when it's useful. Arthur Curry. I hear you can talk to fish.
Is that it?
That's
Wow.
Okay.
What an odd line to end it on, but dude, Jason Momoa looks freaking rad, man.
Dude.
Oh, dude.
People are going to have a tough time making fun of Aquaman after this movie.
See, man.
Well, that's the thing. They're poking fun, obviously, at the end with, I hear you can talk to fish. And, that's what everyone always says. Aquaman can just talk to fish, and that's it. And it's like, no, he can do so much more, and it's so freaking cool. It looks like he's going to be intimidating for the first time.
Yeah, I like the Flash parts. I'm all about that. That whole thing, he throws it. He's revealing the card right away.
Yeah.
Yet he's putting it together in slow motion. Oh, it's great.
Not only that, but he watches it go by, and then he's like, "All right," and he grabs it. You know,
Can I keep this?
Yeah, oh, man.
You know,
That
it's
was
kind of
good.
what everybody wanted from Peter Parker with the kid. I think this guy hit it right out of the park on this
Yeah.
one. So.
And Cyborg looked good as hell. Like I was
disagree.
worried. He,
That's
really,
a malo.
I thought he
That's a
looked
malo
good.
for me. There's a lot of bueno in this trailer. Aquaman, Flash, but I don't like the look of Cyborg. I think he looks craptastic.
What? What's wrong with him?
It just, I don't know. It looks very B-level Terminator to me.
He hasn't done-
Just personal opinion, but everything
But do you
else
know
is
that?
great.
I mean, he looks like the character. Do you know that much, or you think just the actual? Do you not like his look, or do you not like that it looks? You think it looks like plasticky or something?
It does look plasticky in my opinion, and also I'm not really that familiar with the character either. So I know he was like a later addition to the Justice League, right?
Later on, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, the long and short of it is he's a football player that
He was wearing the jacket, so
yeah,
I
his
assume.
father is the scientist, and when he shows up at the lab one time,
And that was Dyson that we saw in BVS,
yes,
right?
exactly. And something goes wrong, and there's an explosion, and basically Victor is all but destroyed completely, and the only way to save him is his father integrates the technology that he's working on, ends up taking him over completely, and hence filling in all the blanks, as it were. So all the fleshy bits you see are kind of the only fleshy bits that he has left.
Okay.
So he is fully a cyborg. So I think if they do his origin, which they obviously will, because
Yeah.
we see him without the stuff and then we see him with the stuff, I think the sadness of the actual story, if they do it right, will more than make up for it. And since
And
Jeff
yet-
Johns is in control of it, and he wrote the New 52 Cyborg origin in the first Justice League trade paperback, then I know he's going to be able to hit those notes.
I honestly felt like that scene with Flash though and Bruce really just showed us that this is a different tone, man.
It's awesome.
It's like happier.
And
there's
it's
more
so fun.
laughs.
Bruce
it's
is
nowhere
playing
near
the
as
Iron
dark
Man
and
to the Flash's
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Totally.
Like it's crazy. And it looks
dynamic.
great.
Now something you were mentioning, off camera a little while ago was that when we saw Flash in BVS, long hair. I mean, I'm assuming breaking through from like the future, perhaps, or
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of
It's
thinking.
got to be
about
from
it.
the Crisis when Darkseid shows
what's
up.
his name?
Yep.
Ezra Miller. I
Ezra
wanna
Miller,
say?
yep.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. You know, the guy that we see in the file footage or whatever in BVS is a guy that has long hair. You can tell he just doesn't look exactly like the guy that we just watched. But the breakthrough point where Bruce is sitting at his desk and he has that thing happen.
A scene that confused a lot of people in the movie.
That guy looked a little more like who we just saw.
Yeah.
So, like you said, the timeline with Darkseid, is that what we're going to?
Yeah.
'Cause
Eventually, I
did we see an enemy in this? Did we really see an overall?
No,
No, it was
no,
just discussion
not really. It
of
was just
one.
gathering
Yeah.
the troops, pretty
So
much. And we
I-
still didn't actually see Superman at all.
No, because he's still presumably dead, even though we saw the little dust floating
That's right, I
at the
forgot
end.
about that.
Yeah, Superman's dead.
I
so-
forgot.
yeah, but dude,
That's
this
how
happened-
impactful I guess that was. Jeez.
Because we know what's eventually going to happen. What happened in the comic books, guys?
He's
I
gotta
mean,
come back, yeah.
He's going to be back. Although there's all this
Well,
speculation.
he comes back. He does. The shit starts to rise at the end of BVS.
Yeah.
So,
Isn't there a
anyway.
lot of speculation that we might eventually see an Injustice type
That
thing in
there
the
is
movies?
speculation, yes,
Yeah.
that they might be building the Injustice Superman.
But remember what Flash says during BVS. He's like, "You're right all along," and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
this is fun fodder for fanboys like us that want to just
Exactly.
theorize about what's going to happen in this movie, man.
Like you guys said, Batman's kind of. It's almost like he knows something that nobody else knows. He's walking around with a demeanor. Where
well, he had the vision, man.
He can exactly. So maybe he's fully bought into this and realizes in order to do something big, we gotta have this team together until a certain point. You know?
Well, and I love that it's Batman doing the recruiting, because in
Yeah.
the comics he
It
would
makes
normally
sense.
not, like, he would be the one being recruited for the new Justice League. He wouldn't bother trying to take the time out to go recruit everyone. So it's
Yeah.
kind of a cool dynamic to see.
Yeah, because he's always more of a loner in many ways. He's often likes to work on his own. But then again, we saw him working with Alfred and BVS, and I think this is going to be a much more interesting. And hey, the tone has obviously shifted. And speaking about buying things, I buy Zack Snyder still directing this, despite certain fans clamoring about stuff. I think that Watchmen was fantastic. I loved his Dawn of the Dead movie. Hey man, I even tolerated aspects of Sucker Punch. So the guy's a great
the action in Superman Sucker
and
Punch was
visual
cool.
director.
The story sucked ass, but
Oh, it
the
was pretty
action was
bad.
great.
Yeah, so we are stoked for this. I think general consensus, bueno, a little bit of malo maybe,
Two
as I stated
massive
about the
trailer
cyborg.
drops
And,
from Warner Bros.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman and this were super strong.
Yeah, and if I could say any Feo, it's the fact that there was so much ugly of people just having the backlash fan-wise for the Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice film, and so I think
can't
this
wait
is going
to
to go
see
a
the
long way.
reaction to this.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
This
to
is
see
going to
the
go a
reaction.
long way to change opinions and turn that frown upside down, because I was smiling during this instead of like the BVS trailers where I was like, wow, this is really intense. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And when they
It's
went
so
for laughs,
dark.
they fell flat. Is she with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
You know,
no.
this looks good, man.
Yeah, this does look good.
I'm excited.
Awesome. So I'm going to extend a grande gracias to my horror show homies here. Andrew is a technical advisor with the horror show as well, and Cecil, being the founder, is going to give you all the rundown about our program.
Just real quick, it's a horror variety show on YouTube at youtube.com/The Horror Show channel. We do horror movie reviews, how-tos, comedy sketches, celebrity interviews, event coverage, all kinds of great stuff, so head over and check it out.
Yes, and that's where I met these guys. Happy to have them assisting with my project today. SDCC has dropped bombshell after bombshell. There's still more that we are going to be covering as the weekend goes on. So I've been Jaime En Fuego. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Like, share, subscribe, show some love, y'all. And until next time, Sin Amigos, hasta luego. But let's make it sooner rather than later, as in like later this weekend.
Yep.
Peace.